All right, we are lucky enough to have with us today a very special guest. This is Miss Cleopatra of ancient Egypt, who has joined us in the classroom today, and we have a chance to ask Cleopatra a few questions, kind of as a primary source about some of the things that have happened in her life and what she's all about. So, Cleopatra, first of all, thank you for joining us today. When you were in Egypt, you were a queen as well as a pharaoh. Can you tell us what is a pharaoh exactly?
Well, a pharaoh is a combination political and religious leader. I was seen as someone of a god king or goddess queen, I guess. I ruled Egypt when it was a theocracy.
Okay, now you mentioned that Egypt was a theocracy. That's a term we're not as familiar with. When you say theocracy, what does that mean?
When we say theocracy, we're talking about the type of government we have. That simply means that our leader was both a political and religious ruler. It's not like the United States today, where churches and governments are separate.
Now, obviously, in your day, Cleopatra, there were no photographers, there was no paparazzi or anything like that shooting pictures of you all the time. And so some of what we know about how you look comes from writings, and we can't always trust that. Can you tell us a little bit about what you looked like back in the day?
Well, I wasn't a beautiful woman. In fact, it was said that I was not even close to beautiful.
Oh, wow. That's kind of harsh.
Yeah. I was, however, very seductive and very smart. I could sing quite well and could speak 9 different languages. In fact, even though my ancestors were actually Greek, I was one of the first pharaohs to be able to speak Egyptian.
Impressive. Now, you said you could sing quite well. Can you sing a little for us?
No.
Not right now. Okay, that's all right. Now, at the time of your rule, the Egyptian people were threatened by the Roman Empire. Can you tell us, how did you manage to deal with that threat?
Well, my womanly charm turned out to be quite effective. I was said to have relations with the Roman rulers Julius Caesar and later Mark Antony. This helped to keep us from getting overtaken. In fact, I lured Caesar particularly because I had 1,000 ways of flattering, and partly because I was one of the richest and most powerful women in the world. After having myself delivered to him in a rolled-up rug, I appeared and he could not resist what he had to offer.
Nice, Cleopatra. You are quite crafty. If you were still alive today, you would be well over 2,000 years old. Obviously, you are not still around. Is that why you're no longer around?
Actually, no. My life ended when I committed suicide after losing a battle. I knew my reign was about to end and I would be forced to move to Rome, and I couldn't face that. So rather than giving into it, I ended my life by letting a poisonous snake bite me. It was not fun.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty painful way to die. Is it true that after you died, you arranged to be married by Mark Antony?
Yes, after dying at 39 years young, my last wish was to be buried with my greatest love. I may have been ruthless, but I was also romantic, kind of like Lexi Freeman.
Well, Cleopatra, we certainly appreciate you coming to join us today. Can't thank you enough for your input and just for the fact that you dropped by Hamilton Heights Middle School. Thank you very much.